Good morning and welcome to another training module from Operators Unlimited. Today we are going to perform a practice test for the A and the B Biological Wastewater Treatment License. My contact information is on the right, so if you have any questions, statements, please feel free to reach out and we will get this started. Number one, what factor is the main contributor to the growth of Nocardia? Low F to M, the startup of an activated sludge process, reduction in MCRT, lower temperature. The answer to number one is A. The answer is A. Number two, a rotary drum screen is classified as a blank screen. A static wedge, a fine, a bar, or a coarse screen. The answer is B, a fine screen. Number three, a solid bowl describes which type of dewatering equipment? A dissolved air flotation, a gravity belt, a centrifuge, a rotary drum. C. The answer to 3 is C, a centrifuge. Which of the following is true? Water horsepower is greater than brake horsepower. Pumps are 100% efficient. Brake horsepower is greater than water horsepower. Or D, motors are 100% efficient. On this one here, B and D can be scratched out because no pump and no motor is 100% efficient. The true answer to this is C, brake horsepower is greater than water horsepower. So the answer to 4 is C. LOX stands for low oxygen, liquid oxygen level, ozone exchange, light oxygen exchanger. The answer to number 5 is B, liquid oxygen. Number 6, a typical rotational speed of an RBC is 7.0 to 7.5 RPM, 1.0 to 1.5 RPM, 5.0 to 5.5 RPM, or 3.0 to 3.5 RPM. The answer to number 6 is B, 1.0 to 1.5 RPM. Number 7, which of the following tests best simulates the performance of a dissolved air flotation unit? A jar test, a free drainage test, a rise rate test, or a centrifugal test? The answer to number 7 is C, a rise rate test. A rise rate test is just like doing a jar test, but on a jar test, the solids fall to the bottom. On a rise rate test, the solids float to the top. Number 8, in most grit chambers, the grit removal system. Number 8, in most grit chambers and grit removal systems, the wastewater velocity should never exceed 2 feet per second, 4 feet per second, 1 foot per second, or 3 feet per second. The answer to number 8 is C, 1 foot per second. Number 9, if your calculated F to M value is significantly higher than your target, which of the following actions could help to correct the situation? Increase your influent loading, decrease the wasting rate, increase the wasting rate, change to intermittent aeration. The answer to number 9 is B, decrease the wasting rate. If your F to M is significantly higher, you have more food than your microorganisms. So reducing your wasting will grow you more microorganisms. Number 10, the most advantageous method for activated sludge process control is maintaining a target blank. RAS rate, MLSS mass, F to M, or SRT. The answer to number 10 is D, maintaining a target SRT. SRT is sludge retention time. When lime and ferric chloride are used together to condition sludge, the materials are used in equal amounts, the production of flammable gas occurs, the dose of ferric chloride is greater than the dose of lime, the dose of lime is greater than the dose of ferric chloride. The answer to number 11 is D. The dose of lime is greater than the dose of ferric chloride. Number 12, the most common conditioning agent used in wastewater treatment today is A, hydrated lime, B, ferric chloride, C, quicklime, D, polymer. The answer to number 12 is D, polymer. Number 13, which type of incinerator uses grated silica? Liquid injection, rotary drum, fluidized bed, multiple hearth. The answer to 13 is C, a fluidized bed. Number 14, if you are feeding well-flocculated sludge to your rotary drum thickener but getting low solids concentration, a possible cause could be a clogged drum and or high ferric chloride dose, steep drum incline, high solids loading rate, or drum speed too low. The answer to number 14 is C, a high solids loading rate. Number 15, which of the following chemicals would be used to aid in precipitating phosphorus? Sodium hydroxide, ferric chloride, calcium chloride, or hydrogen peroxide? The answer to number 15 is B, ferric chloride. Number 16, coliform bacteria are measured in CFU per liter, NTU per liter, CFU per 100 milliliters, or NTU per 100 milliliters. The answer to 16 is C, CFU per 100 milliliters. Number 17, when sludge is squeezed out the sides of the belts, the belt tension should be A, decrease rapidly, B, decrease gradually, C, increase gradually, D, increase rapidly. The answer to 17 is B, to decrease the belt tension gradually. Number 18. Aerobic digesters not only digest sludge, but can also be used to A. Disinfect sludge, B. Filter sludge, C. Ferment the sludge, D. Reduce sludge mass. The answer to 18 is D. Reduce the sludge mass. Number 19. Billowy white foam on the surface of an aeration tank indicates low sludge age, low F to M, sulfur compounds, filamentous bacteria. The answer to 19 is A, low sludge age. Blank is an example of non-point source pollution. A, agricultural runoff, B, hospital waste, C, domestic wastewater, D, food processing waste. The answer to 20 is A, agricultural runoff. 21. When an activated sludge process is operated for total nitrogen removal, where does the nitrogen go? A, into the atmosphere as nitrogen gas, B, into the final effluent as organic nitrogen, C, into the waste sludge as nitrogen, or D, into the digester as combined nitrogen. The answer to 21 is A, into the atmosphere as nitrogen gas. Number 22. The hydraulic loading rate for a dissolved air flotation thickener is defined as sludge feed rate divided by flotation surface area times air to solids ratio. B, thickener volume divided by sludge feed rate. C, flotation surface area divided by air to solids ratio. Or D, sludge feed rate divided by flotation area. The answer to 22 is D, sludge feed rate divided by flotation surface area. Number 23, if an RBC, that's a rotating biocontactor, has to be temporarily taken out of service, what is the maximum time it can go without rotation? A, 2 hours, B, 6 hours, C, 24 hours, D, 12 hours. The answer to 23 is B, 6 hours. The differential speed of a centrifuge results in A, solids being transported from the feed zone to the beach. B, solids and water separating in the sludge. C, sludge cake being transported to a nearby container. Or D, feed sludge being drawn into the centrifuge. The answer to 24 is A, solids being transported from the feed zone to the beach. Number 25, wastewater treatment that occurs before the wastewater is discharged into the collection system is classified as A, preliminary treatment, B, primary sedimentation, C, sewage filtration, or D, industrial pre-treatment. The answer to 25 is D, industrial pre-treatment. Number 26, extended aeration processes are designed to have A, high SRT, B, high F2M, D, DO greater than 5.0 milligrams per liter, D, HRT less than 6 hours. The answer to 26 is A, high SRT. Number 27, the presence of a very dark or black foam in the biological reactor tank can indicate what condition? Excessive dissolved oxygen, excessive organic loading, insufficient organic loading, insufficient dissolved oxygen. The answer to 27 is D, insufficient dissolved oxygen. "28. Of the following units, which of the following units is used for the final washing of dewatering?" Let's start over with this. Number 28. Which of the following units is used for the final washing and dewatering of grit? A, comminutor. B, hydraulic vortex tank. C, grit classifier. D, aerated grit chamber. The answer to 28 is C, a grit classifier. Solids, number 29, solids loss over the weirs of a secondary clarifier will most likely cause an increase in A, effluent pH, B, skimmer speed, C, transmittance, or D, chlorine demand. The answer to 29 is D, chlorine demand. Number 30, an anaerobic digester is failing when A, volatile acids increases, B, alkalinity increases, C, volatile solids reduction increases, or D, methane production increases. The answer to 30 is A, when volatile acids increase. Number 31, the worker right-to-know laws were created to supply information on A, dangerous chemicals, B, industrial competition, C, government activities, or D, chemical formulas. The answer to 31 is A, dangerous chemicals. Number 32, typically the presence of light, stiff, billowy white foam on the surface of an aeration tank is an indication of A, high nitrogen, B, low F to M, C, low nitrogen, D, high F to M. The answer to 32 is a high F to M. (33) Pin flock is usually present at A, high F to M, high SRT, B, high F to M, low SRT, C, low F to M, high SRT, or D, low F to M, low SRT. The answer to 33 is C, low F to M, high SRT. Number 34, makeup or dilution water may be added to a gravity thickener to help maintain a target A, solids loading rate, B, thickened sludge concentration, C, sludge volume ratio, or D, overflow rate. The answer to 34 is D, overflow rate. Number 35, the primary difference between OUR and an SOUR test is A, SOUR corrects for CBOD concentration. B, OUR testing is used with anaerobic digesters. C, OUR takes into account the volume of the biomass, or D, OUR is conducted at 25 degrees C and SOUR is at 22 C. The answer to 35 is C, and SOUR takes into account the volume of biomass. (36) As the SRT in an activated sludge system increases, you would expect to see an increase in the population of A. flagellates, B. amoebas, C. rotifers, D. free-swimming ciliates. The answer to 36 is C. rotifers. When increasing or decreasing an activated sludge system's sludge age, how long before all the impacts are seen? A. 3 to 4 sludge ages, B. 1 to 2 sludge ages, C. 2 to 3 sludge ages, or D. 4 to 5 sludge ages. The answer to 37 is C. 2 to 3 sludge ages. Number 38, what gas may cause the sludge to rise back to the top of a cephalometer test? A. nitrite, B. nitrogen, C. nitrate, D. ammonia. The answer to 38 is B. nitrogen. Number 39, the primary problem with using a constant flow rate for RAS is A. MLSS detention time in aeration basin will decrease. B. Blanket depth will change with influent flow. C. MLSS concentration variations are reduced. Or D. Blanket depth will remain constant. The answer to 39 is B. Blanket depths will change with influent flow. Number 40. In a chlorine contact chamber, the mixing of the chlorine and effluent is provided by A. vortex mixers, B. flash mixers, C. wave action, or D. baffles. The answer to 40 is B. the flash mixer. Number 41. That is the same as number 31, and this is where my problems arose. The answer to 41 is B, and it is on right to know, and it is on dangerous chemicals. Number 42. Equipment with blank parts should be used with emulsion polymers. So, A is plastic, B is aluminum, C is brass, D is graphite. The answer to 42 is A, plastic. Number 43, the oxidation of ammonia nitrogen to nitrate nitrogen by biological means is called A, aeration, B, nitrification, C, digestion, or D, disinfection. The answer to 43 is B, nitrification. Number 44, when chlorination of RAS is being performed, a turbid effluent indicates that blank chlorine has been added. A, not enough, B, the wrong form, C, too much, D, the right amount. The answer to 44 is C, too much. 45, the specific oxygen uptake rate test is used to indicate A, biological activity of mixed liquor, B, food to microorganism ratio, C, dissolved oxygen concentration of the effluent, or D, settling characteristics of mixed liquor suspended solids. The answer to 45 is A, biological activity of the mixed liquor. Number 46, the specific oxygen uptake rate test is used to indicate A, dissolved oxygen concentration of the effluent, B, biological activity of the mixed liquor, C, settling characteristics of mixed liquor suspended solids, or D, the food to microorganism ratio. The answer to 46 is B. Number 47, what is the purpose of using inlet air filters on blowers? A, to throttle air flow, B, to prevent water side fouling, C, to prevent air side fouling, or D, to throttle energy use. The answer to 47 is C, to prevent air side fouling. Number 48. During a parallel settleometer test, both samples settle to the same volume in 5 minutes. If one of the settleometer samples has been diluted to 50%, what does this indicate? A, sludge velocity is affected by mixed liquor suspended solids concentration. B, sludge velocity is unaffected by mixed liquor suspended solids concentration. C, sludge velocity is unaffected by filament concentration. Or D, sludge velocity is affected by filament concentration. The answer to 48 is B, sludge velocity is unaffected by mixed liquor suspended concentrations. (49) At a pH of 7, which of the following can increase alkalinity? A, sulfur dioxide. B, calcium carbonate. C, magnesium chloride. Or D, sulfate. The answer to 49 is B, calcium carbonate. Number 50. When looking at a mixed liquor sample under a microscope, no large flock particles are seen. What is this describing? A, intra-bridging of particles. B, deflocculation. C, inter-bridging of particles. D, dispersed flock. The answer to 50 is D, dispersed flock. By definition, anoxic zones contain blank but not blank. A, oxygen but not nitrite. B, nitrate but not oxygen. C, nitrate but not nitrite. D, nitrate but not sulfate. The answer to 51 is B, nitrate but not oxygen. The destabilization of sludge particles by decreasing the repulsive force between particles is called A, equalization, B, coagulation, C, flocculation, D, neutralization. The answer to 52 is coagulation. (53) For optimal performance of your dissolved air flotation unit, you should maintain an air to solids ratio in the range of A, 0.2 to 0.4, B, 20 to 40, C, 2 to 4, D, 0.02 to 0.04. The answer to 53 is D, 0.02 to 0.04 air solids ratio. Number 54. The precipitation of magnesium ammonium phosphate throughout an anaerobic digester system is referred to as A, corrosion formation, B, corrosion inhibition, C, iron oxidation, or D, struvite formation. The answer to 54 is D, struvite formation. 55. UEL and LEL are terms related to gases and vapors in wastewater treatment. What do these terms typically define? A, dissolution limits, B, reactive limits, C, explosive limits, or D, exposure limits. The answer to 55 is C, explosive limits. UEL is upper explosive limit and LEL is lower explosive limit. 56. Data analysis shows that a new trend has developed that may lead to future operational problems. As a supervisor, which of the following courses of action would likely have the most positive effect on your operators' morale? A, decide on the change and order the operators to carry it out. B, wait to see if the trend continues. C, assign one of your operators to develop a solution. D, present the problem to the group and have them recommend a solution. The answer to 55 is D, present the problem to the group and have them recommend a solution. Number 57. What is the first thing you need to do when you're putting together a maintenance program? A, determine capital investment. B, audit equipment reliability. C, inventory your assets. D, audit maintenance related labor. The answer to 57 is C, inventory your assets. 58. The discharge pressure for a positive displacement blower in wastewater treatment plants can run as high as 28 psi, 22 psi, 19 psi, or 30 psi. The answer to 58 is D, 30 psi. 59. In the wastewater industry, PLC refers to A, pump level circuit, B, pressure limit control, C, programmable logic controller, D, plastic lined conduit. The answer to 59 is C, programmable logic controller. 60. Alum, a common wastewater coagulant, will cause a violent reaction if it comes into contact with A, ferric chloride, B, calcium oxide, C, polymer, D, sodium hypochlorite. The answer to 60 is B, calcium oxide. 61. Which of the following conditioning chemicals adds the most mass to the solids to be disposed of? A, ferrous sulfate, B, aluminum sulfate, C, ferric chloride, D, sodium aluminate. The answer to 61 is C, ferric chloride. 62. The MLSS is settling poorly. The operator must reduce the SLR, sludge loading rate, solids loading rate, to the secondary clarifier to compensate. Which action should he or she take? A. Increased MLSS concentration by decreasing the wasting. B. Increase blower output to activated sludge basin. C. Increase return rate to the activated sludge. D. Increase surface area by placing more clarifiers in service. The answer to 62 is D. Increase surface area by placing more clarifiers in service. Number 63. The theoretical dosage of sulfur dioxide when used for dechlorination is A. 1.5 milligrams SO2 per 1 milligram chlorine residual. B. 0.9 milligrams SO2 per 1 milligram chlorine residual. C. 0.5 milligrams SO2 per 1 milligram residual. Or D. 0.1 milligrams SO2 per 1 milligram residual. The answer to 63 is B. 0.9 milligrams per liter SO2 per 1 milligram of residual. '64. What are generally the most important adjustments in model calibration? A. Estimating settling rate characteristics and determining the cause of bulking sludge. B. Adjusting stoichiometric ratios in biological process yield. C. Tuning of maximum growth rates and half saturation coefficients. Or D. Influent characterization and understanding data quality. Number 64, the answer is D. Influent characterization and understanding data quality. 65. A mixture of two or more liquids where one liquid is held in suspension of the other is known as A. A colloid, B. An emulsion, C. A composite, D. A coagulant. The answer to 65 is B. An emulsion. For optimal performance of your dissolved air flotation unit, you should maintain an air to solids ratio in the range of A. 2 to 4, B. 20 to 40, C. 0.2 to 0.4, or D. 0.02 to 0.04. The answer to 66 is D. 0.02 to 0.04. Number 67. The discharge pressure of a positive displacement blower in wastewater treatment plants can run as high as A. 19 psi, B. 30 psi, C. 28 psi, D. 22 psi. The answer to 67 is B. As high as 30 psi. Number 68. What type of protective material can be applied to the edge of the screw conveyor of a centrifuge to improve abrasion resistance? A. Victolic rubber, B. Tungsten carbide, C. Stainless steel, or D. Silicon lubricant. The answer to 68 is B, tungsten carbide. 69. If there is significant rise in the volatile acid to alkalinity ratio in your anaerobic digester, you should A, add acetic acid to the digester, B, decrease the sludge withdrawal rate, C, increase the sludge withdrawal rate, or D, increase the sludge feed rate. The answer to 69 is B, decrease the sludge withdrawal rate. 70. The two design configurations typically available for solid bowl centrifuges are A, horizontally and vertically opposed, B, concurrent, co-current, and countercurrent, C, gravity and high pressure, D, recessed plate and diaphragm. The answer to 70 is B, co-current and countercurrent. 71. Alum, a common wastewater coagulant, will cause a violent reaction if it comes into contact with A, ferric chloride, B, calcium oxide, C, polymer, or D, sodium hypochlorite. The answer to 71 is B. 72. Which chemical can cause a violent reaction when mixed with quicklime? A, sodium hypochlorite, B, alum, C, ferric chloride, or D, calcium oxide. The answer to 72 is B, alum. 73. An operator runs an OUR test on different samples taken every 10 feet down the length of an aerated activated sludge basin. What is the operator trying to figure out? A, if short circuiting is occurring in the basin. B, whether or not the contents of the aeration basin are well mixed. C, at what point the basin is treated completely. Or D, the point at which additional oxygen is required. The answer to 73 is C, at what point the basin is treated completely. Number 74. There are several odor models that can be used to simulate the dispersion of short-term peak concentrations of odors in order to predict when and where odors will be detected around collection systems and treatment plant structures. These models include A, Hagstrom model, B, Bolden vapor model, C, Biowin model, or D, a modified Lutzig-Ittinger model. The answer to 74 is A, Hagstrom model. 75. The RAS is a fixed percentage of the influent flow. The clarifier blanket depth is less than 2 feet. The influent flow to the WRRF is increasing. What is happening to the clarifier SLR, solids loading rate? A, decreasing with increasing influent, held constant by the constant RAS percentage, increasing with increased influent flow, held in constant by the blanket depth. The answer to 75 is C, increasing with increasing influent flow. 76. In the United States, as part of the National Pretreatment Program, 40 CFR.403, Plants with a design flow of more than blank must develop an industrial waste pre-treatment program. So A is 20 mgd, B is 5 mgd, C is 10 mgd, or D is 25 mgd. The answer to 76 is B, 5 mgd. '77. The most important microorganisms in the activated sludge process are A, metazoa, B, bacteria, C, spirochetes, or D, protozoans. The answer to 77 is B, bacteria. 78. Lime has many uses in wastewater treatment, including which of the following? A, phosphate removal, B, influent disinfection, C, nutrient addition, or D, dechlorination. The answer to 78 is phosphate removal. 79. The typical solids loading rate for a gravity thickener treating primary sludge is blank. A, 60 to 70 pounds per day per square foot. B, 80 to 100 pounds per day per square foot. C, 40 to 60 pounds per day per square foot. Or D, 20 to 30 pounds per day per square foot. The answer to 79 is D, 20 to 30 pounds per day per square foot. 80. Nitrifying autotrophic bacteria mainly obtain their energy from A, alkalinity, B, carbon, C, ammonia, D, nitrate and sulfate. The answer to 80 is C, ammonia. 81. Which of the following is most toxic to biological treatment organisms and can inhibit anaerobic bacteria digestion? A, copper, B, calcium, C, iron, D, potassium. The answer to 81 is A, copper. 82. Yesterday, the SOUR at the beginning of the aeration basin was 8 milligrams per liter. Between 12 and 2 p.m. today, the SOUR from the same location was 1.5 milligrams per liter. What is the most likely cause? A, toxic or inhibitory substance entering the aeration basin. B, a sudden increase in SRT. C, operator decreased blower output too low. D, sudden increase in the total BOD5 load. The answer to 82 is A, toxic or inhibitory substance entered the aeration basin. 83. In relationship to the carbon loading, the 3 macronutrients that should be monitored in the activated process for effective operations are nitrogen, phosphorus, and A, sodium, B, iron, C, calcium, or D, sulfur. The answer to 83 is iron, B. 84. The process for preparing emulsion polymers is slightly more complicated than the process for dry polymers because A, strict control of temperature is needed. B, emulsion polymers have a shorter shelf life. C, the emulsion must initially be broken. Or D, emulsions are highly flammable. The answer to 84 is C, the emulsion must initially be broken. 85. In the United States, as part of the National Pretreatment Program, 40 CFR Part 403, plants with a design flow of more than blank must develop an industrial waste pretreatment program. A, 20 mgd, B, 25 mgd, C, 5 mgd, or D, 10 mgd. The answer to 85 is C, more than 5 mgd. Number 86, aerobic processes always contain A, oxygen, B, sulfate, C, carbon dioxide, or D, sodium chloride. The answer to 86 is A, oxygen. 87. The theoretical dosage of sulfur dioxide when used for dechlorination is A, 0.9 milligrams SO2 per 1 milligram of residue. B, 0.1 milligrams SO2 per 1 milligram of chlorine residue. C, 0.5 milligrams SO2 per 1 milligram of chlorine residue. Or D, 1.5 SO2 per 1 milligram of chlorine residue. The answer to 87 is A, 0.9 milligrams per liter SO2 per 1 milligram per liter chlorine residual. So 87 is A. 88. Which of the following statements about the solubility of chlorine gas in water is true? A, solubility decreases as temperature decreases. B, solubility decreases as temperature increases. C, solubility increases as temperature increases. Or D, chlorine solubility is not affected by temperature. The answer to 88 is B, solubility decreases as temperature increases. 89. Which of the following is commonly used in toxicity tests? A, nematodes, B, fathead minnows, C, water bears, or D, largemouth bass. The answer to 89 is B, fathead minnows. 90. When looking at a mixed liquor sample under a microscope, no large flock particles are seen. What is this describing? A, intra-bridging of particles. B, deflocculation. C, dispersed flock. Or D, interbridging of particles. The answer to 90 is C, dispersed flock. The maximum kilowatts drawn of a short period of time, 15 to 30 minutes, is called the electrical blank. A, rate, B, demand, C, power factor, or D, resistance. The answer to number 91 is B, demand. 92. A type of bacteria that does not require free or dissolved oxygen to live is classified as A, nitrifier, B, fungus, C, methanogen, or D, H, hydrosis. The answer to 92 is C, methanogen. 93. The pressure caused by a vertical column of fluid is also known as A, leg, B, arm, C, foot, D, head. The answer to 93 is D, head. 94. The MLSS is settling poorly. The operator must reduce the SLR to the secondary clarifiers to compensate. Which action should he or she take? A. Increase return rate to A. Increase return activated sludge flow. B. Increase surface area by placing more clarifiers in service. C. Increase blower output to activate sludge basins. Or D. Increase MLSS concentrations by decreasing the wasting. The answer to 94 is B. Increase the surface area by placing clarifiers in service. '95. The advantage of an emulsion polymer over a manic polymer is A. Emulsions have a higher viscosity. B. Emulsions have a longer shelf life. C. Emulsions have a lower percent solids. Or D. Emulsions are made with formaldehyde. The answer to 95 is B. Emulsions have a longer shelf life. 96. For pH meters, a pH of 7 corresponds to how many millivolts? A. -7. B. 7. C. 14. Or D. 0. The answer to 96 is D. 0 millivolts. In WRRFs, most 480 pumps motors use blank power. A. 2-phase. B. 3-phase. C. Split phase. Or D. 1-phase. The answer to 97 is B. 3-phase. 98. Typically, UV disinfection dosage is measured during operations by the intensity of the lamps and A. DO, B. NTU, C. TSS, or D. CT. The answer to 98 is D. CT. Waste activated sludge influences all of the following except A. Sludge settlability will improve. B. Sludge concentration. C. Sludge color. Or D. Sludge age. The answer to 99 is C. Sludge color. 100. Which form of phosphorus can be chemically precipitated? A. Orthophosphate. B. Pyrophosphate. C. Polyphosphate. D. Organic phosphorus. The answer to 100 is A. Orthophosphate. 101. The sample volume, preservative, and max holding time for a hardness sample are A. 500 milliliters, NaOH, refrigerated to 4 degrees C, and you can hold it for 6 months. B. 100 milliliters, concentrate, HNO3, to a pH of less than 2, and you can hold it for 6 months. C. 500 milliliters, concentrate, NaOH to a pH of greater than 12, 28 days. Or D. 100 ml, concentrate, HNO3 to a pH of less than 2 for 28 days? The answer to 101 is B. The sample is 100 milliliters. You preserve it with HNO3 to a pH of less than 2, and you can hold it for up to 6 months. So 101 is B. That concludes this pretest. I hope you found it informative and helpful. If you have questions, please reach out and contact me. My contact information is on the right-hand side of the screen. And thank you. Have a good day and best of luck with any and all tests.